Hi, my name is Dari P.T. Brown. We are heading into day 3 of the Wall Street takeover. We have protesters out on Wall Street protesting for 3 straight weeks. I commend those who are doing it. I was watching analysis yesterday and heard President Obama comment on them, and he said they are doing the frustration of so many Americans who are angry at corporations and Wall Street. But then the analysis said that Obama didn't really full out embrace them the way the Republican Party embraced the Tea Party movement. And it went on to say that this is what President Obama needs. He needs these protesters. He needs that energy. So why did he not full out embrace them? Well, that's not the issue with me. The issue with me is this. Many people fail to forget that Wall Street didn't get in this on their own. We got 2 political parties, Democrats and Republicans. Both political parties contributed to the Wall Street greed and corruption. Don't think for a second. For every committee there is in Congress, there are Democrats and Republicans on it. The Financial Committee, the House Ways and Means, you name it, it can be state level, it can be the federal level. The Finance and Banking Committee has Democrats and Republicans, and depending on who controls the House or the Senate, it might have more of the other party than the other. It might have more of one party than the other, but it doesn't mean that neither one of them have a say-so, or they don't know what's going on. They can't tell you that. Sadly, we are at a point where both parties just don't care. And now finally unions want to tag up with these protests because they see it's a movement growing, and the unions cannot create such a movement on their own. The energy of the unions, like it used to be, is not there no more. But ordinary Americans who are just screaming for something different, for a change, for a real change, are finally waking up. And not only are they waking up on Wall Street, but they're trying to invade campuses with the same type of movement. And the reality is student loans are out of control. Many students are graduating with college debt and no job to find. So what do? America is simple. Wake up, America. We're at a point where we need to grow. We're at a point where we need to progress. We're at a point where we need to take control of our own lives. Take it back from the politicians in the Democratic and Republican Party who are not here in our best interest. They're here to keep their own political party going. So I commend those on Wall Street who have started this movement. Keep it going. Don't be taken over by unions. Accept the money and any other assets they may give us. They might give you a movement, but don't let them take it over. Continue your messaging. In fact, someone even said today on Morning Joe that why aren't there protests at 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C.? It should be, because this has been long overdue. It should be protests at the Capitol building as well in Washington, D.C. Because the White House and the Capitol have done nothing to support the ordinary Joe. Democrats had control of the Senate in the House for 2 years. And many of the bills that came out of there did not help improve unemployment. It did not help us. The banks were not regulated. In fact, the bank's just passing the buck to the ordinary American Joe as usual. So I'm Hadari P.T. Brown, and this is my perspective.